Welcome to EDC Journeys. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Enjoy! What's going on, EDC people? What's our journey to this time? This is an open tag response to Paddys potato peelers regarding knives bringing about an emotion. I've talked about this several times when I do sharpening about how, you know, the mistakes or the use marks or scratches, really, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and a knife can evoke 1,000 memories, really, or emotions. So first off, right off the bat, I'm going to jump into this because I don't have the microphone and it's windy and I don't want you guys to have to suffer through this wind in your ears. These two are favorites of mine, but they're more like honorable mentions right now. I thank the person who gave them to me immensely, I always do, but one of these two is nearly always in my pocket, if not always in my pocket. But that's not really the question. The question is, does it bring about an emotion? Well, yeah, it does. That brings about my start of my journey. Not so much the Mannix, because that's brand new to me. But in a way, it kind of semi-replaces the Para 3. Doesn't replace the Para 3, that's a bad choice of words. It gives me a different one to carry, so I alternate with the Para 3 and the Mannix, okay? So those two are honorable mentions. They mean a lot to me. It's where the Para 3 is more, but it's where my journey began and where my journey continue, where that path is headed, towards the Mannix and onward. You all, if you follow my channel, know I love my daughter to death, and I bring her into this as much as I can. So I asked her, I showed her all my knives and said, which one of these do you think of, of me? She, of course, said, she wanted to say one of those two, actually. That was first. And when I mentioned that, because I was kind of going to exclude those for various reasons, she came up with this one. I don't know. This was just what I guess she thinks of me when she sees this. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's her emotion and her memory, and that, so that makes it have a sentimental value to me. And I wanted to show you that. I'm gonna rush a little bit because of the wind. I don't want you guys to have to suffer long. You guys also know that not long ago, she and I went shopping for knives, and she picked this one out. Typically not my style, too kind of clunky. I don't care for the auto assist. It's just not exactly my style. But her picking it out and having it be about the elderly white tiger, she calls it, and because of the gray light and the black stripes, and again, having picked it out for me and liking it, gives it tremendous sentimental value to me. The retail value is nothing compared to the sentimental value. However, when I asked her if I'm going, if I was to leave today on a mission to Mars and leave for 5 years, which knife would you want me to leave for you so that you could think of me? If you've watched our interviews or chats with her before, you'll know why that's kind of funny, but she chose the $4.97 Ozark Trail from Walmart. I don't think she's, busting me. I think she's serious. She just really likes this knife for some reason. So if I ever went on a mission to Mars for 5 years, this is the knife that she would want me to leave, so that she would have something to remember me by. And for that reason, the $4.97 Ozark Trail Special, rollback priced special, is got sentimental value to me. Okay, I'm gonna jump a little bit here to these two, and I'm gonna be more specific and drop it to one in a second. The Civivi, I literally never failed it, I don't think, until then, but that's okay. Is one of the first bigger purchases I made after I had my channel started. So it means something to me, but not as much as this one, unfortunately. This one is in the same boat where it was one of the first more, you know, higher end knives that I got when my channel was nearly first started. It still represents one of the highest viewed videos I have, where I compared it, I think it was these two knives actually, the Civivi versus the Banter, or the Elementum versus the Banter. But this one I got with a trade. Love them knives. Lee, I got to, you know, become friendly with him virtually, just like the other guys, Jason, Guilfoyle, and Chris, and everyone. I'm not going to go through everyone again, but this one brings me more to that. Like, this one reminds me that I started my journey with gas station knives. I was able to work my way up to this through some money and trades and this and that, and it just kind of, I don't know, this is to me my YouTube, I'll say career. It kind of, it means something to me. It means a lot to me. So in that sense, I have this with me all the time. Now, the Elementum, oh no! The Elementum is also with me very often, if not all the time. But this is more of my, I'll use it, you know, where I try to avoid using like the Wee Banter just because it's special to me. Oh, I should also mention, it brought about a conversation with Ben Peterson from, I always try to call him Ben Banters, but who was the designer of the knife. He used to be at Late HQ. So it got, you know, I have a memory of actually speaking with the designer. That was cool, and getting it from trade from a who I see as a big time EDC YouTuber, and it brought me into my career. It was my first, you know, big brand knife for my channel, so that was special to me. I think that's what I was just saying. I kind of went off topic, but now I always carry a traditional knife. Always carry a traditional knife. It's mostly just for, and this is one I just recently got, but it's mostly just for, you know, the history of it, really, because I'm a history lover. I like what these tools meant to people back in the day. Obviously, this is not 100 years old. This is brand new, but it mimics those that were, you know, older like that. Not necessarily this, whatever. You get the idea. Same with this. You know, so I'll always have a slip joint traditional nut in my pocket. Now, I've been fortunate. Oh, and this is the slip joint that my daughter loves. It's a modern slip joint, I guess, modern traditional. It's not very special in the sense of, you know, price or anything like that, but she just loves it. So to me, because she loves it, it holds a special place. It stays in the collection, and that's that. But I've been fortunate with the gifts I've gotten to be able to go, and this doesn't replace the traditionals. I do and will always carry, well, try to always carry a traditional. But I've been fortunate in the journey to get, as I keep saying and have said that I wouldn't keep mentioning, but I keep mentioning, gifts from people. Gifts that I normally wouldn't be able to afford, such as these. If you watch my Instagram, you've seen these come up a couple times recently. This is the Lion Steel Best Man, I guess they call it the Best Man 1 because it's the single bladed clip point. I mean, I can get a full grip on this. It's M390. It's solid. It's you know, it's a decent stock for, you know, for a small slip joint. I don't think I would use this as my, you know, I would always have one of the Paras or the Banter or Elementum to do the real work, but I could very easily carry, you know, you could often find me carrying either this or the user, the PMP user, which I also love. And you'll see reviews of both of these shortly, well, in the near future. These just remind me, it's just of gratitude, you know, where I came from, where I'm at, and where I'm going. But also, it also kind of brings up the same emotion as the traditionals, but I guess in a different way. It's more of like the combination of the old style and new style. And so, you know, while for example, I love this knife. It is a laser. It's M390, flat ground, all the way down. It is thin though, you know, so oh my God, the wasp is back. Sorry about that. That thing is so pissed at me. I don't know what's gonna come and get me, I know. What was I saying? It is so thin that, oh my God, it's back. Okay, I think I hit him. I can't believe the camera's still on. I think I hit him, and he's now even more pissed, and I don't know where he is. So this is just beautiful. Alright, let's wrap this up, because I am not wanting to get stung again this year. This is a thin stock. So while I know it can cut and laser through things, especially as M390, it's very thin, so it definitely doesn't replace having a real work knife in your pocket either. Do you see what I mean by that? So it's these I'm showing you because I love them. Okay guys, you're gonna see this jump a little bit because I have to re-explain these two knives a little bit. And of course the wind picks up every time I jump. I'm talking about these two knives, not the one you're looking at, but oh my goodness. Yeah, the rest of the videos today are going to have to be indoors. These two knives were gifts, so they evoke emotion in that way, but they remind me of a modern version of what my father used to carry, what my grandfather used to carry, what my great-grandfather used to carry. So it's not that it's a mimic of the exact model, you know, it's not the Buck 110 or the whatever, the ones that I don't even actually know the models. I just have the memory of the picture in my head. But this is the like 2020 version, that and this equally, basically, of how I remember them. Or not how because it's not. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is my equivalent of having a copy of what they had, but in a modern form. Okay, I just wanted to explain that a little better, and I hope that makes some sense. I think if you're a knife person, you probably will get it, and if you're not, you probably won't. Sorry about the winds. I'm out. I don't know where I was. The bottom line is, Paddy had about 6. I'm talking about traditionals as 1, the Spydercos as 2, the Banter 3, 4, 5, and yeah, you know, this is what I'm going to show you guys. So, you know, I don't know if this is a good response to his video or not. I don't know if it really answers any questions or shows you what emotions define me really, or what emotions I get from them, but I hope it does. You know, the Banter, the Spydercos, the ones my daughter chose, and the traditionals specifically. Those are the keys. Those are the memories. Those are the things for me that bring up emotion out of my collection right now. And it's not that others don't have some memory or whatever, but these are the ones that call out to me if I were to whittle it down to 4 or 5 or 6 or so. Okay? Even though I'm showing you far more than that right now. Okay. Have a good day, guys. thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up. God damn it, the bee's back. Okay, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up. For more content like this, consider subscribing, and then hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything.